Greetings, YouTube. The Doctor is in. Dr. Urius Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons & Dragons. And today on the Doctor Spell Prognosis, we are talking about the spell Dominate Person. So this is one of three different Dominate spells: Dominate Beast, Dominate Person, Dominate Monster. We are giving this one a B+. But first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I've got another video coming out. All right. So Dominate Person is a 5th level spell. It takes one action. It is usable by a whole bunch of different classes. So let's get into that. Bards, Sorcerers, Wizards, Trickery Domain, Order Domain, and Blood Domain, which is that's a Matt Mercer special. All those domains are Clerics, Oathbreaker, Oath of Conquest, Paladins, and then the Archfey and the Great Old One, Warlocks. So a lot of different classes can use this. Bards, Wizards, and Sorcerers are all base kind of classes that can use this. So, you know, it is a repertoire spell that should be there. We're giving this a B+ for a reason, because there is a better spell than this one that I am probably going to be giving an S. But again, this one is, when the situation is on, it's on, and this one actually goes almost all the way up to an S. So, one action, range of 60 feet, verbal and somatic component. It lasts for a minute. It is a concentration spell. You do want to concentrate on it, and there are certain things within this spell that you want to make sure happen so that this spell doesn't get broken. So, you attempt to beguile a creature that you can see within range. It must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. Great save. Again, that's one of the big three that we like. Or be charmed. So remember what the charmed condition, because a lot of people get this confused on what charm does. It's a very specific condition that does very specific things. So the charmed creature cannot attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful effects or harmful abilities or magical effects. Doesn't say they can't attack the charmer's allies. They are fully ready to do that. They can do that all they want. And then the charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature. Meaning, if you're a wizard with an 8 charisma, and you're going to try and interact with something that's charmed, you're not going to be very successful at doing it. So, however, there's a rider on this spell with the next couple of sentences. While the target is charmed, you have a telepathic link with it. As long as the two of you are on the same plane of existence, you can use this telepathic link to issue commands to the creature while you are conscious. No action required, which it does its best to obey. So you don't have to make any kind of social interaction check, like a persuasion check or a deception check or anything. You just say, do this thing, and it's going to try and do it to its best ability. You can specify a simple and general course of action. This is very much up to the DM's interpretation, such as attack that creature, run over there, fetch that object. If the creature completes the order and doesn't receive any further direction from you, it defends itself and preserves itself to the best of its ability. Okay. So, you want to kind of think, when you have this spell, you want to think out ahead of time, what are the simple commands, the simple general courses of action that you want to give. You want to run that by your DM to make sure that it's okay, and then run with it after that. Now remember, you can only do humanoids with this. We're going to talk about, what humanoids that you can do. So you can use your action to take total and precise control of the target. Until the end of your turn, the creature takes only actions you choose and doesn't do anything that you don't allow it to do. So it'll basically just stand there and not do anything, and then you can say, for your action, you're going to do a grapple. For your action, you're going to do a shove. For your action, you're going to cast this spell. That kind of thing. So during this time, you can also cause the creature to use a reaction, but this requires you to use your own reaction as well. But you have to use an action to take total control of it, and then you can cause it to use reactions, which can be good. That can be good for certain creatures. If you've got a large creature that has a nice reach or something, or creatures that have really good like reaction type of abilities, then that's a good thing to do. Each time the target takes damage, it makes a new wisdom saving throw against the spell. If the saving throw succeeds, the spell ends. Each time the target takes damage. It doesn't say each time the target takes damage from you. It doesn't say each time the target takes damage from your allies. It says each time it takes damage. So talk with your party members and make sure they understand that if they attack, they're going to be causing a new saving throw to happen. So at higher levels, and this is where we're going to get, this spell actually gets better at higher levels. But if you're just trying to take control of something short term for a combat, then the base spell at 5th level is probably the best one. Most combats only last 3 or 4 rounds, and this covers 10 rounds, so it's probably okay. But if you want a longer duration, then you need to upcast. So 6th level gives you a duration up to 10 minutes. That's not great. There's not a lot something can do in 10 minutes. I don't really like that particular option. When you use a 7th level spell slot, you can control something up to an hour. That's better. There's a lot that can actually be done in an hour. And then when you use a spell slot of 8th level or higher, you can concentrate up to 8 hours, which is great. That's great. There's a lot that can be done in 8 hours. I remember you have a telepathic link to this thing on the same plane. You could teleport it somewhere and give it a general course of action of something you want it to do, and it will go do that. And it will do it until it's complete. And you can adjust, you could scry on it, and you could tell it, I need you to fail this saving throw or be willingly scried on so I can see you, and it'll let it happen. And then you can, or you could have somebody else do it in the case of something that requires a concentration. And you can telepathically talk to it while someone else is scrying on it. And you can have, can you adjust that general course of action that you're having it do, especially if you're having to do something for 8 hours. That's a really good chunk of time. All right, humanoids. I just did a list of humanoids that are listed here by challenge rating, and a lot of these, like Hallister, is got legendary resistance, so you're just not going to be touching that one. A lot of these they're legendary, so they're going to have legendary resistance, but Drow favored consort, no legendary resistance here. Pretty good spell list. It's got fireball. It's got arcane eruption. So it can throw 3 arcane eruption attacks. Wow. So that would be a great creature to kind of go after. Archon the Cruel, here's another one. No legendary resistance. Wisdom saving throw of a +5. That's not fantastic. It's okay. So, you can kind of go through these and see what you can go. An Arch Druid doesn't have legendary resistance. They've got a +9 to their wisdom saving throw. That is. But an Archmage has a +6. That's not these are not fantastic numbers. They really are not. And it's if you're casting a spell and you've got a DC of like 17 around this level when you're casting this spell, then it's still going to be very hard. More than 50% of the time they're going to fail that save. So, all right, that's what I got for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.